Hello, everyone. My name is Mama Bunny, and I'm so happy to see you here back at the burrow. And to all of our new friends, hello. It's so nice to meet you. How was your day? I hope it went well. And now that you're here, my day's gotten even better. Well, picking up right where we left off, I thought it'd be really fun if we read some more Berenstain Bears together. Oh, but we can't have a story unless we're all comfy cozy. So make sure you're wearing something comfy. And don't forget to bring your favorite stuffy. I think they're gonna want to hear the story too, don't you? Well then, are we all comfy? Let's get started, shall we? Tonight, we're going to be reading The Berenstain Bears and Too Much TV. When the TV is on all day without rest, Mama knows it's too much, and Mama knows best. It was a fine spring day in Bear Country. The bluebirds were singing, the trout were leaping, and except for one small cloud of dust billowing behind the school bus as it came over the hill, the air was sparkling clean. Mama Bear was inside the family's treehouse, fixing Brother and Sister Bear's after-school snack. Brother and Sister Bear got off the school bus and came into the kitchen with hardly a hello. Then they did what they did every day. They took their milk and cookies into the living room and switched on the TV. There's no question about it, thought Mama. Those cubs are watching too much TV. Later, when Papa Bear came in from his shop and joined Brother and Sister, Mama became even more convinced. There's absolutely no question about it. The whole Bear family is watching too much TV. She wasn't quite sure how it had happened. Maybe it began when the old fuzzy pictured black and white set broke down and they got a big new color set. Or maybe it started when Papa put the big antenna up on the top of the treehouse and brought in pictures from all over Bear Country. But however it had happened, one thing was sure. The Bear family was spending more and more time watching television and less time with all the other things they might be doing instead. The Bear family had always had lively conversations around the dinner table. But not lately. Lately they just sat around and chewed. The cubs had all kinds of fun playing outdoors, but not anymore. They were too busy watching Nutty Bear and the Bear Stooges. That evening, after dinner, when Brother and Sister scampered in to turn on the TV, Mama stopped them and said her piece. We've been watching altogether too much television around here. But, Mama, said Brother Bear, Nutty Bear is coming on, and we'll miss it. And the Bear Stooges, added Sister. Well, you'll just have to miss them, said Mama firmly. And furthermore, she added, you may as well get used to the idea because there's not going to be any television around here for a whole week. No TV for a week, said the shocked cubs. But, Mama... Never mind the buts, said Papa.
Your mother is absolutely right. There's a lot more to life than TV, like homework, for instance, and fresh air, and sunshine, and exercise. No TV for a week is an excellent idea. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's a sports show I want to watch.
Just a moment, Papa, said Momma. No TV for a week means you too,
What?
said Papa.
You can't be serious.
But Mamma was very serious,
What about the news?
protested Papa.
I won't know what's going on in the world if I don't watch the TV news.
Here, try this, said Mamma. It's called the newspaper,
And the weather.
continued Papa.
How will we know what the weather will be?
Try this, said Mamma. It's called putting your hand out the window to see if it is raining. What are we supposed to do? Just sit around and talk? Asked Brother. That'll be fine for starters, said Mamma, settling comfortably into her rocker. But it had been so long since the bear family sat around and talked that they had sort of forgotten how. It really didn't matter, because pretty soon Papa fell asleep and snored so loudly that they wouldn't have heard each other anyways. After school the next day, the cubs looked longingly at the TV, but Mama shooed them out to play. Brother's bike had a tire that needed pumping up, and Sister's trike needed a little oil. And while it seemed strange not watching TV, it was fun riding bikes and trikes again. Sort of. That evening, the cubs worked on their homework. But it wasn't easy, with that blank TV just sitting there staring. Then Sister noticed an ad in Papa's newspaper, an ad for a TV special. "Oh, Mama," she said, "look, a special." "No TV for a week means no TV for a week," answered Mama. "And besides, Mother Nature has a much bigger special waiting for us. We're going to sit outside and watch the stars come out." "Watch the stars come out?" complained Sister. "I don't know if I can stand the excitement," said Brother. But as they sat out under the great sky, a spell came over the bears. It was all so big and beautiful. The bears stared at the sky. So far, not a single star. "Look," cried Sister. "Something's flying,"
Bats.
said Papa.
Out for their breakfast of insects.
"Breakfast?" asked Brother.
That's right.
Answered Papa.
Bats sleep during the day, so this is their breakfast time.
"I see a star," cried Sister. She had found the first tiny star. Soon there were others, and after a while the whole sky was full of stars. And it was very special, more special than anything they'd ever seen on TV. It was a sharper picture too, and a much, much, much bigger screen. The bear family did all sorts of interesting things over the next few days. So interesting that they hardly thought about TV. They went on nature walks and watched tadpoles hatch out of eggs. And they watched an orb spider spin a magnificent web. And they went shopping at the Bear Country Mall. Sister used some of her savings to buy a knitting spool and some yarn. Brother bought a cube puzzle. And they did have to keep an eye on Papa, though. When they were at the mall, the cubs caught Papa in the TV store, sneaking a look at a game show. Another time, he went downstairs in the middle of the night for a peek at the late, late movie. But Mama and the cubs stopped him just in time. The next evening, it was the last day of their no TV week. The Bear family was having a lively conversation at the dinner table. They all agreed that the week had been a success. But Brother Bear had a question. "Mama," he asked, "what is it you don't like about TV? What do you have against it?" "Goodness," said Mama, "I don't have anything against TV. I like it. What I'm against is the TV habit, sitting in front of it day after day, like old stumps waiting for dry rot to set in." "Well," said Brother, "tomorrow I'm gonna get a whole bunch of snacks and watch TV all day." "Me too," said Sister.
Me too.
Said Papa. But the only one who did watch it all day was Papa. Brother got interested in his cube puzzle and finally solved it. Sister started knitting a rug on her knitting spool. Finally, even Papa had enough and decided to bait his hook for a couple of those leaping trouts. The end. Oh, wasn't that a great story? I'll admit, sometimes it's nice to watch something on TV, especially when I get to watch some cartoons with all of you. But Mama Bear is right. Too much TV isn't a good thing. Not for your brains and not for your eyes. So remember, moderation is always key. Well then, little ones, it's getting late and we should go to sleep. So remember, get all snuggled up underneath your blanket. Hold your favorite stuffy tight, 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 so they know they are loved. Oh, and dream some wonderful dreams. And while you're having some wonderful dreams, I'll get our story ready for next time. How does that sound? And as always, Mama Bunny loves you very, very much. Good night.